Hello lovely people, you've got Sammi. Today we are going to be completing the April Dawn square. It's really beautiful. It has our favourite Bullion stitch in it again. So let's get started. It will be a longer video because of the stitch variety in the square, but it will be worth it. So I've gotten started. I've just done a magic ring, a chain of 1 and 11 single crochet, so a total of 12 stitches in our first ring, and we're ready to move on to round 2. I'm just going to chain 1. I'm going to single crochet into the next 3 stitches. Oh, that stitch. One, 2, and 3. I'm going to do 2 single crochet into the next stitch, 1 and 2, and then I'm going to repeat that 3 times. So 3 single crochets, 1 into each of the next 3 stitches, 2 and 3, 2 in the next, 1, 2, 3 singles, 1, 2, 3, 2, I pulled that stitch a little too tight. 2 single crochets into the next stitch. If I can get in there. There we go, open it up a bit. 1, 2, and slip stitch into the top of the beginning chain to finish off round 2. So there's 16 single crochets. I am going to tie off this colour now and incorporate a second. I'll meet you back in a moment, ready to start round 3. Okay, lovelies, we're back. So round 2, we finished off with 16 stitches. Get excited. Round 3 is Bullion time. Woo! So I have just joined in my second colour with a slip stitch into any of the single crochet is fine. Then I've done a chain of 3 to start. Now it's time to bullion. So we're going to repeat this 16 times. We do work the bullion into the same stitch that we've done our chain 3. So if you want to do it at the start or at the end, that's entirely up to you. So I'm going to flick my latch hook on. Now remember, last video I said really important to not work too tightly when you're wrapping. So all of these bullion are going to be a 10 yarn over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go through and pick up our yarn. Now my stitches are a little tight, so I'm going to close that manually before I pull it through. And then we're ready to pull it through those 10 stitches. And you can see, working loosely, it slips off fairly easily. You just want to be conscious of the fact, trying to get them sort of similar sizes. It'll just give you a neater look. We'll finish that off chain of 1. And we're ready to do our next one. So we're going to work our way all the way around to the beginning, slip stitching into the chain 3 to finish off. I'm going to be finishing off with this colour at the end of this round, and joining in a third colour for round 4. 16 Bullion. I'll do another one before I pause to finish this round. So we've got our loop on. We're going to pull that through so it's about the same size as the yarn overs. You can see where it's been a bit different there. Sorry. See where my wrap size has been a little bit different and it's a little bit wonky. So just do your best to try and get them the same. There's 10. Working into the next stitch now. As I said, they're tight stitches, so I'm just going to manually close the latch so it doesn't catch. And then we work through our 10 yarn overs to complete the stitch. Who doesn't love a puffy little bullion flower? There we go. And a chain 1. Get in there. As I said, I really don't like just normal crochet with the latch hook because it is a bit fiddly. So 10 yarn over bullion all the way around, 16 of them when you're finished, and I will see you back here shortly, ready to start round 4, which I'll be starting with a new colour. See you soon. Woohoo! 16 bullion stitches completed and looking gorgeous. Particularly puffy. I think it might be my choice of yarn there, but I do like it. I do. Anyway, onward we go. I've joined another colour into one of our chain 1 spaces with a slip stitch. Chaining 1. I'm going to be repeating this pattern 8 times. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the next chain 1 space, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet into the next chain 1 space. Sorry, I'm drifting a little. Yeah, I think that'll work better. We're going to repeat this 8 times. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the next chain 1 space, chain 5, single crochet into the next chain 1 space. We're just going to follow that pattern all the way around with the chain 3 and the chain 5s. At the end we will be slip stitching into the starting point. So there'll be 16 single crochet, 8 chain 3 spaces and 8 chain 5 spaces. I'll let you guys work your way around. Sort of extra petals on our bullion flower, and I'll see you back here shortly for round 5. I will be continuing with this colour. Okay, we're back. We have 16 single crochet, 8 chain 3 spaces and 8 chain 5 spaces. I've joined in and I've just slip stitched across the chain 3 space over into the chain 5 space, ready to start round 5. I'm going to do a chain of 3, which will count as a double crochet. Then I'm going to do 8 double crochet in the same chain 5 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And getting that nice big petal look. We're going to skip the next chain 3 space, this little one here, and we're going to do 9 double crochet into the next chain 5 space. Five, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, we're going to continue that pattern all the way around. So we're going to skip the chain 3 space, do 9 double crochet in each chain 5 space. At the end, we're going to slip stitch to the top of the beginning of the chain 3 that we started with. This one up here, not the chain 3 space, the actual chain 3 that was the beginning of the round. So continue with those double crochet into the chain 5 spaces, 9 double crochet into each, and I will see you back here shortly. I am going to finish off with this colour at the end of this round because I'll be finished the petals. I'll see you soon. Be back with our gorgeous 8 petals and ready for round 6. So I've joined in my starting colour again. A bit different this time. We're joining into the space between the petals. So you see the little triangles that are left where we've skipped the chain 3s. We're joining in there with a slip stitch. We're going to repeat this pattern, or this stitch set, all the way around. We're going to be working behind the petals. So we are going to chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, working behind the petals, slip stitch into the next chain 3 space of the round, which is here. Just slip stitching into there. So not where we joined on, the chain 3 space. You see the difference? We've joined on up here and the chain 3 space is down there. We would have joined on up here, chain 3 space is down there. Now chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one we slip stitch in the space between the 2 petals. So we're leaving the lower chain 3 space, we're slip stitching up the top. I'm just going to not do a single crochet, slip stitch and then push it behind because we are working behind those petals. So we're going to repeat that again. We're going to chain 6 6. This one we slip stitch into the chain of 3 that we skipped in the previous round, chain 6, and this one we place in the space between the petals, not with a single crochet, just a slip stitch. So we're working on the back. It is going to pull a little bit tightly. Okay, chain 6, this one onto the chain 3 space. Okay, I'll let you guys finish off this round. We're just slip stitching into the beginning slip stitch to finish this round, and I will be continuing the remainder of the square with this colour. Okay, lovelies, I'm back. We're ready to do round 7. Now, by all accounts, we need to change up to a larger hook for this round. So if you don't want to do that, of course, that's entirely up to you, but I'm going to be changing up to the next size hook. Now, we are going to slip stitch over to the chain 6 space. We're going to repeat this pattern all the way around, as is pretty standard for a granny square. I'm going to can try and speak properly. Going to do 6 single crochet into the same chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do the same in the next chain space. Four, 5, 6. Now we need a corner. I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do 6 single crochet into the next chain space. Three, 4, 5, 6. Next chain space, 6 single crochet. Okay, we're back to a corner again, so a chain 3. So we're working 2 of the chain 6 spaces with 6 single crochet, doing a chain of 3, and then a single crochet in the next 2 to finish the round. Obviously at the end we'll do a chain of 3 because it's a corner, and join it in to the starting stitch. And we're ready to move on to round 8. We're going to start squaring off. I'll see you all shortly. We're back, ready to do round 8. So we've worked our little square in the back of our gorgeous April Dawn flower. Going to finish squaring off now. So we've finished just after a corner. We're going to chain 3, which will count as a double crochet. We're going to double crochet into the next 11 stitches. So all the way across to our corner. Sorry, I just realised I was off camera. Sorry guys. Just working those double crochets all the way across. Next 11 stitches to our chain 3, that is our opposite corner. Never hurts to recount your stitches. Obviously for the remainder of the round it will be 12 stitches because we did 2 sets of 6, but we started with a chain of 3 in the first stitch of this round. And I just did a whoopsie there and I think counted an extra stitch. No, I didn't. Goes to show. Always right. Not really. Be nice, but don't tell my husband that I'm not right. We have an agreement. Okay. Nearly at the corner. So this round we're back to basics. Double crochets, our only variation being in the corner. The purpose of this round is to square things out. So there we go, I've done 11 double crochet. We're at the corner. We're going to do 3 double crochet into the chain 3 space. 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I picked this hook up. I really am not a fan of them. 3 double crochet, a chain of 2, and another 3 double crochet into that chain 3 space. I think you guys have got this round. If you want to follow along with the video, go back about 3 minutes. You'll be back at the start, but it really is just a double crochet in each stitch, 3 doubles, a chain of 2 and another 3 doubles to create some nice pointy corners. I do love a well-defined corner. I'll meet you back here so that we can do round 9, 10 and 11. But we're almost there. I'll see you soon. Okay, lovelies, we're back. Ready to do round 9. You can join in on a colour that you've already used. I'm adding some green simply because it'll work better with the blanket that I'm using this for. So I've joined on a slip stitch in the stitch to the left of a chain 3 space. Now we're going to slip stitch in every stitch down the side to the next corner, the next chain 3 space. You can see how that green that I'm using is sitting nicely on top of the white. Just using a simple slip stitch all the way to the corner space. When we get there, we're going to slip stitch into the corner space, and we're going to continue adding a little bit more texture to the square with the corner stitches. Squeak, 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 squeaky little hook. Plastic ones always seems to get squeaky quicker. Now what we're going to do here is do a double treble crochet into the chain 3 loop from round 4. So that's this one. 1, 2, 3. Two, oops, get off there, and the last 2. We're going to do 2 of them. 2 of them, and then we're going to go back to our slip stitches. So into the next stitch after the corner, and we're slip stitching all the way to the other corner to do our double trebles again. You can see it's adding just another dimension. Really beautiful square. I'll let you guys finish off this round. I'll see you back here in a moment to do round 10. I am going to finish this colour off and go back to my first colour, which is white. Round 10 will be done in white. See you soon. Okay, lovelies, we're back and ready to start round, where are we? Round 10. I just thought I would show you where I'm joining in. So we've got our gorgeous double trebles. Such a pretty square. We want to work between them on the chain space from the round before. So you can see how I'm pulling that up. Just going to join that on with a slip stitch between those 2 double trebles from the previous round, but onto the chain space from round 8. Now I'm going to chain 4, which is going to count as a half double crochet and a chain of 1. I'm going to do a half double crochet into the same corner. I'm going to work into the same round 8 stitches we used in round 9. So into these white ones that we slip stitched through. I'm going to single crochet into the next 18 stitches. So all the way across, yes, single crochet. And I don't want to cramp down that green that I've just brought through. So single crochets, trying to stay on top so the green will still sit nicely at the front of the square. Once you get the first couple in, they pull up and they're a lot easier. This is why we're working in the bigger size hook. Get our sizing right. Make sure that we aren't hooking too tightly to work back through these crowded stitches. So there should be 18 single crochet across the top here, and that will take us to the next corner. I'll show you how to do that one, and then I think you can continue around the rest of round 10. Ready to do our final round, round 11, which we'll be changing colours for again. I'm going to be sticking with the green, but if you wanted to use one of your previous colours, you could certainly do that. Bit of patience with these because they are a little tight. Okay, we are back to a corner space. Now remembering we want to separate where we've joined the 2 double trebles and work around that chain. So we're going to do a half double crochet, a chain of 2, and a half double crochet. And then we're back to single crochets. Slip stitch at the end to join. I will be finishing off this colour and joining on a second for our final round. Continue with those single crochets and half doubles in the corners, and I'll see you all soon. Okay, all you beautiful people, we're back and ready to do round 11, which is our final round. I've really enjoyed working this one up. I hope you have as well. It was a little bit different, a little challenging, but I think you'll agree. Let me just... It really is stunning, and the 3D features of it in real life are even more beautiful. Final round, super easy, just single crochet to finish squaring off. So I'm going to show you a little bit, and then I'm going to leave you to finish. We are going to join our next colour in to a corner space. If you're not changing colour, you can always just slip stitch to the next one. It's only a stitch away from where we've finished. Joining in with a slip stitch. Now, corner space, 3 single crochet. 1, that's not a single, silly. 1, 2, 3. So 3 single crochets for the corner, 20 single crochets down the side, all the way to the next corner. And that's how we finish off this gorgeous square. As I said, I've really enjoyed this one. I hope you have too, and I hope you found this tutorial helpful. It'd be greatly appreciated if you have enjoyed it or found it in any way helpful, if you could give us a like, because the more likes we have, the more people we can reach. And we just, how great would the world be if it was full of happy hookers like us? I hope you all have an absolutely fabulous day. I know I will. And I can't wait to see you all next time. Thanks for tuning in.